But yeah, I am kind of bummed though that like we're not going to be able to do anything traditional, but we can't wait. Like there is no bachelor, bachelorette, there is no bridal shower, there's not, we're not going to be able to do um, anything traditional. But it's like the more and more we look at the climate of the world, it's like we just don't know what's going to happen. So we got to do the best we can,
And we got to do what's best for us as a couple.
yeah,
It's all we can do.
yeah, it just we got engaged during like a real good pocket of our life that we were kind of just like grooving.
Yeah.
Like it was like great, and then 2018, 19, and 20, we had very close people in our life pass away. We had the pandemic. There was no time. Literally, we would have had to have canceled any time we thought we were going to do this. Would have been canceled. Other than the very first time that we were going to do it really quickly, but that was just a mess.
Yeah.
And we found out for the first time, if you're doing a destination wedding, that you're going to drop like thousands of dollars to plan it and all that. So anyway, but no, I'm kind of half kidding, but I am a wet blanket. It's just the way I look at things.
Yeah.
When the bridesmaids and the grooms or the best man, what groomsmen, when they're all announced and you come in doing like silly dances
At the reception.
that's got to go. We've seen it.
You're such a wet blanket.
You know what I mean? We've seen it.
Freddie Smith.
But anywho, but we'll, whatever happens. But I want to talk about the vows because this is another slight area that we have a slight disagreement on.
Yeah.
I want you to explain to me what you believe should be said in the vows that people write to one another.
We've decided to write our own vows. Sometimes people will stand up there and the officiant will say, repeat after me, and then we'll do the vows as they traditionally are written. And we're like, you know what? It'd be really cool if we wrote our own. And in my opinion, and from what I've researched and looked up, your vows are basically what you're vowing to that other individual for this entire marriage, but you can make it your own. You can make it personal, fun, funny, sentimental, heartfelt, but it's basically a declaration of what you're vowing to do for that other partner when this marriage, is happening. So to me, I know you had mentioned, you're like, yeah, I want to tell some stories, which I think is fine. But just as long as you're sharing what you're going to vow to your partner.
Yes, because the traditional vows is just the traditional for richer or poor, for sickness and in health is like that traditional vow.
Yeah.
But if you're going to write your own vows, I think the purpose of writing them, it's that we're not going to, like, that traditional vow is perfect. So if you're going to write your own vows, it has to be personal through stories, because you're not going to create better vows than that. I'm going to love you through richer or poor, from sickness and in health, as long as we both shall live.
I think the interesting thing what did I just say? The interesting thing is that we generally always are open in the sense of, if we're going to do something, we're like, okay, you tell me what you're saying here. Oh, okay, so this matches. This is the one time that we're not going to share until we're up there what the other is thinking. So we don't
That's
know.
good. I can take you by surprise because I want to win.
Why you gotta make it a competition?
Because it's fun.
Oh, you're so
We're going to
annoying.
sit there. It's like, who can make each other laugh harder, cry harder. And then, when the video's up, we'll see in the comment section who had the best vows. So there's no pressure. But I just really think I have a great one. But you just were like, oh, you can't tell a story. It's got to be vows. I was like, no, I got the vows.
You can tell a story, but you have to also include the vows. You can't just get up there for like a 15-minute stand-up.
No, I think it's like 3.5 minutes. And I've cut all the jokes because I don't want it to ruin the moment. If there's something that comes to my mind in improv, I might add it in.
Oh, no.
But yeah, when you say the story, I don't know what story you think I would say. Like it's leading into the beautiful. It's going to have I've orchestrated it. I have it in my head. I haven't written it down yet. But the story, you're like, oh, you can't tell I'm like, but I don't know what story you think I would tell.
You can tell stories. I just was envisioning you just getting up there and taking us on the journey of like from when we first met to today, which is fine. But
No.
Okay, good. But you just have to share vows. That's what vows are. You're just declaring to the individual what you're vowing as this marriage becomes one, as we become one. That's all it is. Like, have you ever watched movies where they do their vows and they say their own vows?
I think that's usually when I get to go to the bathroom.
Maybe I'll show you a few, just so you can, or you know what? It's our day. We can do whatever we want.
Well, but we live in a weird world because we always do things, for, like, I'm so happy we have everything on camera, but I'm always aware that we're producing a video as well. So if strangers stumble across our YouTube video of our wedding and they don't know who we are, those vows need to share who we are. Because if we just said, when I first met you in 2010 and we hung out and became best friends and we went through ups and downs together, but I vow to love you in sickness and health, rich or poor, till death do us part, they're gonna be like, that's cute. Who the hell are these people? There's got to be a unique story that weaves in so that strangers watching it, and people that, to be honest, because we move, there's people in my family or distant friends who haven't lived for 15 years with us and have missed a lot of things that are really part of our life. They almost know like an idea of us. Like, oh yeah, that's my nephew or my second cousin or whoever that's been out in California and was on days, and like, I don't know what else they're doing, but yeah, they're nice. The family's nice. Like, that's pretty much the extent of what they know. So I'm trying to think, how can I in 3 to 5 minutes share something where they go, oh,
5 minutes?
Yeah.
I thought you said this wedding was going to be 12 minutes.
First of all, the officiant, what we're going to say is, listen, Father, we're gonna have to cut your lines, okay? This has to be 12 minutes.
Smith is coming through.
And really, I think, just saying welcome.
Welcome. The floor is yours. We gather here today.
And cut. That was wonderful. First take, this officiant. What's his name? Father Glenn?
Reverend Glenn.
Yeah. But I'm kind of half kidding about all this stuff, just kind of having some fun here.
No, we're going to have fun. And I think what I'll do, I'm just going to show you a sample vow of people writing their own vow. I just want you to kind of see.
No.
Just get an idea and then do whatever you want. I know it'll be great. I trust in you that much that I know it'll be beautiful, whatever it is. And it's from your heart if you're writing your own vow.
I think if you're going to say, I vow to, I just think there needs to be a story that leads up to why that vow means something. If you say,
how many vows you writing?
The traditional, it's all gonna lead to the same. I'm just saying, if you say something in rich or poor, for sickness and health, there's no weight to that anymore.
Right.
So if I'm going to create my own vows and say something different, I also want a story to back up those vows that means something, all in one. Whatever
you want, my love. Whatever you want. But I will just show you a sample.
I already know. My mind can't be changed.
I'll just show you a sample movie
I'm going to keep working
scene.
on it, and I'll critique it, and I'll really look at the whiteboard and I'll study it, because we're gonna need the officiant to judge. I'm gonna ask him when it's done. I'm gonna say, thank you, Father. So whose was better?
Clearly the bride.
And he's gonna say, I know. To be honest with you, just don't tell the bride it was you. Yours was so better. And I say, well, honestly, how many weddings have you done? 1,100. Not that I'm in competition, but out of the 1,100 vows that you've heard, do you think mine was up there in the top 10?
Oh my god.
And if he goes yes, I'm going to say, all right, your tip just got doubled.
Oh my gosh.
Reverend, what's his name?
You don't even know
Glenn?
his name. You don't even.
Glenn?
I'm not telling you. You learn.
Well, you're the one having all the emails.
I know, because I'm the one planning.
Well, I'm focusing on the
your
moment.
Vows. You're focusing on your vows, and that's it.
Hey there! Thank you so much for stopping by our channel and checking out a clip of the Freddie and Alyssa Show. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future clips or highlights from the Freddie and Alyssa Show. And if you want full episodes of the Freddie and Alyssa Show, vlogs, and one-off videos, check out our main YouTube channel. The link is in the description. Again, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next video.